Hello and welcome to another video. Today's video is about credit cards and how to improve your credit score. So let's get started. If you're new to credit cards, the idea can be scary, yet used correctly, they can provide valuable free protection, a chance to rebuild or build your credit score and rating, and special offers. So, what is a credit card? Basically, a credit card lets you pay for things. Yet, rather than taking money from your account each time you spend, the credit card company pays and sends you a bill for it all each month. If you pay this off in full, you'll pay no interest. If you opt to pay a smaller amount, this is carried over to the next month and you will be charged an amount of interest on the whole balance until you repay it, unless you're on a 0% special deal. The term credit card is therefore not very helpful and instead is better understood when called a debit card or borrowing card. Any spending on the card is actually running up a debt that you need to pay back, not using credit that has been given to you. So, what are the pros and cons of credit cards? Credit cards often, and to be honest, rightfully so, are demonized a lot. You see, used wrong, they're debit cards that cause nightmares. And that can be said about debit cards as well if you use your overdraft. So, if you don't have a credit card because you've been burnt in the past or don't trust yourself with one, then don't touch them. But if you don't have one because you think they're all bad, then think again, as credit cards can give you valuable, important protection. So let's go through some pros. Extra protection on purchases. Anything you buy on a credit card that costs £100 to £30,000 is given Section 75 protection, which means the card's firm's jointly liable with the retailer for the entire amount if something goes wrong. This is hugely powerful and another lifeline if the retailer goes bust or won't play fair. Credit cards can offer cheap borrowing or rewards. There are many different types of credit cards, with some offering 0% interest, so at zero cost, and others that pay cashback or reward points to use them. So, a credit card used right can save or make you £100 or even £1,000 plus. And if you pay it off in full each month, you will never pay interest even on a standard card. And here is the best part, well, outside of the protection it gives you. Credit cards can boost your credit score, so you can borrow other things because other borrowings will become cheaper for you. A well-managed credit card, so that means staying within the credit limit and paying at least the minimum on time every month. But to be honest, you're better off paying in full, clear the balance. This can improve your credit score as is evidence your ability to stick to an agreement and ultimately repay as you're deemed less risky. This can lead to lower rates or greater chances of acceptance for other products such as loans, personal loans or mortgages, which is the primary reason for most of us wanting to use a credit card, along with the protection it gives. But things that you should look out for. So, avoid credit cards if you are already struggling with debt. You see, if you know that you don't trust yourself to spend more than you can afford to repay, then a credit card may do more damage than good. Also, if you're already in debt, try to refrain from taking on more debt. Be careful of the minimum repayment trap. You see, you must pay at least the minimum repayment to stick to the agreement, but beware doing so as interest can mount up. So ideally, you should pay the balance off in full, because if not, then it can mount up. And the amounts you owe can easily spiral to levels you can no longer afford. And if you mismanage your credit card, it can wreck your credit score for years and prevent you from getting other borrowing. So, missing or late payments and exceeding the credit limit can damage your credit score, as it shows other lenders that you could be risky to lend to, and that means they may not get their money back. And this is important because it can damage your credit file for up to 6 years, which may mean it's harder to get other types of borrowing, or the rates you're given are much higher. There are many different types of credit cards, from ones that give you cash back, ones that give you air points or air miles, and ones that are zero spending credit cards, just to name a few. And to be honest, I advise you Google search different types of credit cards to understand which one may be beneficial for you. But the main use is they all give you protection. So when you buy something, and if the company is mucking you about, then the credit card will take ownership and get your money back, which is difficult to do with a debit card. And also, using a credit card wisely improves your credit score. Helps you get a loan for a car, for a mortgage, which is the main thing. And to be honest, it's the main reason why we are using credit cards, because it's like a social credit system. So the credit card allows us to look like good candidates for borrowing money, which is what we need in this day and age. Now, if you can apply for credit cards such as that give you air miles, cashback, or 0%, then go for it. But if you cannot, because you have poor credit or you have no credit history, then you need to get a credit building card. Now, the thing with credit building cards is their APR, annual percentage rate, is extremely high. But that doesn't matter, because you're not going to pay the minimum. You are going to pay in full, clear the balance every month in full, so you don't end up paying interest, and you use that card to build your credit score up. So this is how you should do it. Get yourself a credit card, whether that be a credit building card with stupid interest rates, which is fine. Use it for your daily use. Don't use it for additional use. So use it for your petrol, use it for your shopping, use it for your bills. Whatever you use on a daily, day-to-day basis, use it for that, and then clear the balance off in full every month before you forget to. Don't miss any payments. Don't pay the minimum. Pay it off in full. Clear the balance so you don't have to pay that stupid interest rate. And if you do this for a year, you're gonna notice your credit score improve. Now, your credit score is just a number. It's really about your credit report, but your credit report's gonna improve. So all you need to spend is £50, £100, £150 per month for 12 months. Pay off in full and watch your credit report improve. Other credit lenders will see that you are a solid, reliable person, and they'll be happy to give you a good interest rate when you borrow again. And if you do that for a very long time, because let's face it, you're going to have to buy groceries. If you drive a car, you're going to have to pay for insurance and all this petrol and everything else. So you might as well just use the credit card, pay for that, and then straight away clear it off in full. Get the advantage of having an improved credit score, credit report, which allows you to borrow money at a lower interest rate and more money, to be fair. And then you can apply for different types of credit cards that give you air points or airline miles and cashback, or 0%. I guess that's up to you. So hopefully that video was helpful in understanding what credit cards are, how they are meant to be used, and how you can improve your credit score and credit report. If you did enjoy it and found it helpful, then give it a like. Let me know what you thought in the comments below and subscribe. Take care.